People are always going to require healthcare, no matter where you are. And in this region, especially, as a growing population, and given the mega investments by the regional governments within the GCC, there's tremendous amount of opportunities. The issue that's going to be challenging to maintain that is the sustainability, whether it's on the funding or in the actually throughput in the building operations of these facilities. So from a business standpoint, there's tremendous opportunities to consider. In Saudi Arabia alone, 20% of the hospitals of the world are being built there. So that, I think, by itself, as a statistics, answers the question.
What would you say are the emerging markets?
Healthcare emerging markets? Healthcare emerging markets, I would say, again, within growing populations and within economies that can afford to meet them, especially when you're talking about high level of technology. The GCC, I think, is taking the lead worldwide when it comes to that sort of investment. It's unprecedented anywhere. That's why a lot of the architects, engineering firms are coming to this part of the world and somehow not being as busy elsewhere because of the realities on the economic level. I think China is probably going to quickly overtake this region just from the sheer volume. When we're hearing that within the next year or two there will be 12,000 bed hospitals built in China because of the population needs and requirements. So now you're talking about a complete different game.
How are healthcare delivery models developing, changing in response to new developments in digital health?
I think digital health as an overarching statement covers a number of things. On the architectural level, as the Congress chairman at the Hospital Built Infrastructure for this year, we're finding that the introduction of digital information systems that allows decision making, that influence designs, and enhances the communication ability between the architect and the client, who tends to be lay, is further enhanced using digital information systems. On the delivery side, when it comes to the hospital area, digital hospitals have still ways to go. Right now, they're just talking about, for example, going digital when it comes to the patient information systems. But that's only a small piece. On a personal level, I'm interested to hopefully lead a project that will realize the first fully digital smart hospital in the Middle East. That has not yet happened, and I'm hoping to find the right client who has the long-term vision, the deep pockets, and then to assemble strategically the partners that will help to realize that.
Which areas of healthcare do you think investors will be interested in?
Investors are actually very much rallying on the fact that throughout history, people are always going to be healthy, at the same time sick. Unfortunately, as a result of the bad living habits that come with affluence, and the affluent aspect of buying services and meals and any products are unfortunately enhancing the ability of chronic diseases, which tend to be very expensive because they lead to comorbid conditions. And the investment into dialysis systems, diabetes treatment, are going to be paramount in this region. The rate of obesity in the region is holding now international standards. So, for example, the highest rates of obesity in the world are being set by Qatar and Kuwait. Okay? In Saudi Arabia, which is a much larger country, they're predicting by 2030 that over 30% of the population will have diabetes. That's going to have tremendous amount of impact on the resources. Is that sustainable? Is it something that governments will want to get into? Or are they going to wake up to the fact that they have to influence a style of living and enhance the ability of wise decisions on the part of the citizenry? Or the private sector will jump in the meantime and offer these services that people will be desperate to want to get, at least at a certain high level of quality and care. No, there was one after that.
That's the overall. Which areas? That's the overall experience.
Okay. I'm positively biased. Don't you want that?
All right, we'll have that.
Yeah, we have that.
We'll have that.
Okay. I'm actually very, very happy to participate with Hospital Built Infrastructure Middle East for 2015. You changed the name?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to edit this then?
Yes.
We're going to edit
Cut,
it.
okay,
We're
fine.
going to have to edit that.
So building healthcare Middle East? Is that it? Okay. I'm very.
How was your overall experience?
I have enjoyed it. This year I really felt privileged to be asked to be the Congress chairman for the Architecture Congress, to be involved in bringing esteemed speakers from all around the world to deal on very important subject matters. There's tremendous growth and tangible difference between the last 2 years. 2 years ago it was 1 day, last year was 2 days, and this year it was 3 days. And we're getting almost standing room only in certain sessions. So I think the interest is there. Also, I had the privilege of being on the judging panel for the awards winning, so it gave me an opportunity to get an insight on the caliber and type of projects that are basically being established here in the Middle East. So I'm very proud to have that first-hand insight into it. So I think there's a lot of opportunities to grow, and time will tell. Thank you.